A camera is no longer a post-mortem device. It's at the center of all things AI. So let me kick off with some buzzwords that you're going to hear at least for the next 12 to 24 months at this and any other forum that we go to. AI, intelligence, prediction, smart, and Sparsh. Now, it's been just 2 months since I've been in the industry, so let me kick off with an introduction. When you're synonymous with the brand name, there's not much of an introduction that you get. Imagine standing at a booth called Sparsh, repping a brand called Sparsh, and then saying, "Hi, Sparsh." I'm pretty sure it's not far-fetched for you to think, either this person doesn't know their name, or they don't want to tell who they are. So here I am, Sparsh, representing Sparsh. Now when we talk about AI and all things AI, while I do remain the OG Sparsh, it is the Sparsh CCTV brand that you're familiar with that's trying to be at the forefront of all things prediction. So let's take a quick look. And while we look at the future, it is very important to take a quick look to learn and build from the past and the legacy of the brand. What this tells me, a lot of firsts on the screen, a lot of innovation. Innovation and R&D remains at the core of Sparsh. It is in our DNA. So when we talk about intelligence, when we talk about hardware or software, it is this innovation that makes the difference. Because AI in its applications, I'm pretty sure you've come across a lot of businesses, but it is this innovation in AI that will make the difference. What does this really mean? This means that now the camera needs to have a brain of its own that is customized to our customers' needs. So it's not just plain vanilla or AI on everything. It needs to be customized to what you as a customer require. So let's see a few applications where this AI, which we are developing and building, is now deployed in a lot of critical infrastructure where Sparsh is currently present. And while intelligence alone is not the solution, it is a combined ecosystem. So software alone cannot be the intelligence. It is the hardware and software integrated that provides you this intelligence. And that's why CCTV and CCTV manufacturers, while being indigenous and keeping both this hardware and software technology in-house, is key to taking this technology forward, especially as Indians trying to secure our own nation. We cannot depend on this technology being outsourced from other nations. And so it's important to look at a key word beyond AI and beyond intelligence, and that is efficiency. The core of this technology is going to be who can have the most efficient deployments. Now there are 3 key things here. First is detection on premises, whether that is on premises or on the edge, i.e. on the camera itself. It is that initial detection that takes the most cost of that whole deployment infrastructure. So if I can process that intelligence on the camera, if I can process that analytics on the camera on your premises itself, that's the biggest cost taken away. Less needs to be sent upstream. That means less processing power, less bandwidth, less GPUs, and that directly means less cost for your systems. Also means quick data deployment and quick data governance. Very important for everybody in this room. The second one is looking at it beyond POCs. Now we are at a stage where AI applications are only limited to POCs right now. Try and think 2, 3, 5 years down the line where this needs to be scaled up. The simple solution isn't let's add a server, let's add another server, let's buy more GPUs, let's feed more power to NVIDIA. That's not the solution. It is about building intelligent and logical applications that make your system efficient. A live example came from one of our R&D labs the other day, where for the same question, we were pitching a 5 times lower cost outcome simply by utilizing the in-house innovation and R&D to build a simpler, logical solution. And when you have this system on edge and on your device, it also means you're not just cutting cost, you're making that faster. An innovation that is tying both intelligence and efficiency. So while my intelligence and efficiency might only be limited to telling you about strategy and growth and the business itself, there is another Sparsh that can now tell you whether a man in red sweater, a guy with a blue cap, somebody carrying a black bag has entered your premises. Introducing AskSparsh. While I am smart enough to sit on a computer and watch hours and hours of a video and tell you who exactly entered your premises, this will tell you within seconds.
What you are seeing is AskSparsh, our conversational intelligence layer. Instead of navigating through hours of footage, operators simply ask. Helmet violations, fire alerts, crowd events, attribute-based intrusion searches. The system understands context, gender, color, objects like backpacks and delivers structured results instantly. Open the event, review the image, verify the evidence. No timeline scrubbing, no manual filtering, just intelligence on demand. This is future of surveillance. This is Sparsh AI.
You ask, the system responds, intelligence insights, there's visual evidence, and nobody has to stand on a computer going hours and hours of footage just trying to find whether a guy in a red cap, blue jumper has entered your premises. AskSparsh. So that's the future for you. I'm going to keep it short, like my time in the industry right now. The longer I am here, the longer I'm going to take on the stage going forward. So I'm going to keep it very short and simple for you. The future is here. The future is AI in action, is AI that is efficient, is intelligence that is on the device, on your premises. I'm going to leave you with a live case that we presented at a windmill, which illustrates not just the point of intelligence, but also efficiency and innovation, where inside a windmill, which is a very compact space to be deploying AI, we worked with a customer who had a very particular requirement for PPE kit detection and a very particular type of PPE as well. So here's an example of how this intelligence has been live deployed in